Hello students, myself Dr. C.R. Chaugule, Head Department of English, Gopal Krishna Gokhale College, Kolhapur. This lecture is for the students of BA3 Compulsory English for semester 5th. In previous lecture, we have seen key points to remember before writing answers and some guidelines to writing skills. Now, we will continue to the importance of writing skills for the competitive exams. In the earlier lecture, we have seen key points to remember before writing answers, that is, word count, quality, facts, quotes, format, answer what is asked, style, justify, critical analysis, mock paper and current affairs, and some guidelines to the writing skills for competitive exams. Let us continue. There are also cases where the verb is capable of expressing the notion of togetherness. In such instances, the expression together is superfluous. Now we see some examples that illustrate this point. Meet together, connect together, mix together, unite together, join together, etc. A little thinking will bring out more such redundancies to the scientist or engineer. Some of these redundancies may be used in special cases for emphasis. Yet another source of lack of conciseness is use of metaphors. Use of metaphors is bad. Use of what is known as mixed metaphor is worse. See the example of mixed metaphor. The sentence is that instead of beating about the bush, put your cards on the table. This example has two different metaphors, that is, beating about the bush and putting the cards on the table. The sentence can be expressed as clearly say what you have to state. Moreover, there is a general notion that one should avoid words that may be considered vulgar. The origin of this can be traced back to the Victorian era when the prude was its peak. This has given rise to what is known as euphemism in language. Euphemism simply means the use of words that are less direct. These words are also not distasteful and never vulgar. Expressions such as sales representatives or lower income group are neutral expressions and should be preferred in any industry. Engineers and scientists must try to overcome the temptation of using overworn phrases and expressions. These expressions are mostly used by greenhorns to embellish their language. This trait is nothing but a naive attempt to show off one's learning. Redundancy may be of different forms. Sometimes it may take the form of what may be called verbosity in preposition. There is no dearth of appropriate prepositions in the English language, but the tendency is to use more imposing expressions or group of words to do the job of one simple preposition. In reality, These group of words stands in the way of precise communication. Do not twist the word together. Words should be arranged in logical sequence. Afterthoughts should not be added to a sentence. Sometimes the comment on the components of the product precedes that on the full product. Always present similar ideas in a sentence with the same structural and grammatical form. Make positive statement without being hesitant or non-committal. Try to avoid pompous words and phrases. Use active instead of passive voice. A sentence in active voice is direct and easier to read and understand. Moreover, a sentence becomes forceful when it is in active voice. But when the action rather than the person performing the action is more important, it is better to use passive voice. Ensure correct spelling and grammar in the text. This is the most important consideration in any text. Spellings and grammatical errors must be avoided by all means. Where needed, tools such as those provided by Microsoft Word or any text editor or reference book in grammar should be used. To excel in soft skill and develop an impressive personality, competence in speaking and the ability to write flawless English are essential requirements. There is an array of synonymous words in the English language. It is a confusing problem for the writer to choose the right word in different contexts. Even very simple words such as say and tell or put and keep. Likewise, there are many expressions gleaned from different aspects of English grammar which are liable to cause confusion. For example, to begin a sentence, do we use due to or because of? The incorrect use of preposition may change the meaning of the sentence. The prepositions also changes when the sentence changes its syntax. The quality of English should never stand in the way of effective communication of thoughts, ideas, and opinion. It is towards that goal we must polish our scholastic learning of the English language and make it more suitable to meet our colloquial and written needs in our occupational space. The verbs used in writing have to agree with their subjects and be in the correct tense form to make a positive impact. Another possible pitfall is the puzzling of punctuation marks. A wrong punctuation mark may create startling changes in the meaning of the sentence. Punctuation can play havoc or confusion with the words. Abbreviations are also confusing. It is important to know where to use capital letters and small letters. Sometimes there is a confusion as to whether a word should be written or as one word or two words. Ironically, these are the most commonly used words in communication. Some of these words that should be single, that are anybody, somebody, anything, something, everything, everywhere, somewhere, everyone, someone, moreover, however, forever. Adequate knowledge of The single words will help the writer to avoid mistakes. A perfect, brilliant piece of writing can be rendered imperfect if it contains spelling mistakes. A spelling mistake at an inconvenient moment, at a wrong place, which can create a poor impression, hinder communication, and even damage relationships. It is a good idea to invest in a good dictionary to make sure there are no spelling errors in writing. There are also software and online tools to check spellings. In fact, while writing on the computer, Microsoft Word or any other word processing software automatically checks spellings. However, one must aware that depending on the spell checkers is dangerous. Similarly, differences in British and American spellings have to be noted by the writer and a choice made depending upon the target reader. A combination of British and American spellings in the same text should definitely be avoided. Oxford Dictionary is a good reference for British spellings, while Webster is a good choice for American spellings. The writer should write in a logical sequence. It should not be jumped from point to point. Each paragraph should have single idea. It is also important to ensure seamless leading in of one paragraph from the previous one. The perfect sequence of writing is to begin with need. This sets the context of what to follow. Then it should be get to matter directly, and lastly conclusion. Competitive exams are considered as an integral part for the entry into elite institutions to get an admission. When there is a more number of students and limited number of seats, admission tests are the solution for the selecting deserving students for the specific course. It is important to write a good introduction. It is important to keep things organized in the main body of your writing. And it is important to write a good conclusion. I think everyone understood the important key points to remember before writing answers and importance of writing skills for competitive exams. Thanks everyone for listening me carefully and attentively. Thank you.